morning, guys. Sorry I was late. I dropped water on the floor and I panicked and I had to go and grab water. I mean, no, I panicked and then I had. Oh, what the hell? My head hurts. I mean, my water dropped and I had to grab the towel cause my water dropped. Cause my water dropped. I sound like the drunk person. My water dropped and I had to grab a towel. Yeah. So it took me a while. But good morning! Oh, I'm so tired. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Father's Day! Happy Father's Day, guys. Happy Father's. You sound tired. Yeah. You're just sick. That's why. Happy Father's Day! Happy Father's Day, guys! Remember to tell your dad how much you love him. Dude, I don't think dads do that. Maybe fist bump your dad or bring him somewhere he likes, buy him some food. Something dads do. Let me think. What do dads do? Maybe you can bring him to fish, or you can bring him to eat lunch. Hang out, drink some beer. Thank you for the gift, arigato, Toaster, and thank you for the pizza shark. Happy Father's Day, and I hope you feel better soon. Thank you, background noise. Thank you for the TV tiger. This is so you can get Pedialyte. Pedialyte. What is What's Pedialyte? What's that? It sounds like a dinosaur. Pedialyte is an advanced oral rehydration solution designed to quickly replenish fluids and electrolytes for both children and adults. Sodium, potassium, and sugar. Looks like mouthwash. Yeah, it looks like mouthwash. It's good if you're dehydrated. Oh! Thank you for the tippy. Happy Father's Day, everyone. Thank you for the super chat. Make sure to give your dad a big hug if you can. Yeah, give your dad a big hug if you can. I don't know, I've never hugged my dad before. I don't know how that feels like. Never hold hands. I don't even know. Awkward. Maybe bring your dad to... Do you send him flowers? No? You just let him embrace you. Damn. If only it was that simple. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Maybe bring your dad to... I don't know. Do some dad activities. Go fishing. Let me think what a dad would do. Something a 50-year-old man will like to do. Go on walks. Drink beer with a nice scenery. Go to Home Depot and shop for screws and screwdrivers and materials. If you want to build some boxes or something for the building that likes to build stuff. Or drink beer. Watch a football game with your dad. Crack a cold one. If your dad likes sports, yeah, then watch a football. Drink beer and watch football. What else do dads do? This is all coming from my imagination. Maybe if your dad likes to eat, you can bring him out for a good meal. I don't know. Bring him out to eat like Red Lobster, cause it's fancy. Or like Old Olive Garden, cause it's fancy. Or like bring him out to eat some Southern barbecue. Meat. Bring him to eat meat. I think your dads like meat. Unless your dad's vegan. A vegetable farm. So we can have all you can eat vegetables. Or you can have sushi, I guess. Or he can have... Or he can... Oh my goodness, give me a second. Let's I think it's glitching. So weird. It's okay just now. Maybe... I don't know. What's going on? Why is it not working? So real quick. Why is it not working? Oh, I think it's back. Meow meow. It's back. It's back. It's back. Just a little problem. Where was I? Yeah, just bring your dad to go do dad activities. To go do... I don't know what your relationship with your dad is, but if you have a good relationship with your dad, you should treat your dad. You should treat your dad well, and you should celebrate the day Cause that's... Well, that's need a lot of love too. I just buy him some stuff. Buy him lots of stuff. And... Well, if your relationship is poor with your dad, maybe just send him a message. Like, Happy Father's Day. Or like, send him a gift. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day gift. Well, but if you don't have a dad, it's okay. I will be your dad for today. Proud of you, son. Even though I don't get to say this, but always proud of you, son. You're my flesh and my blood, so I'll always be proud of you, yeehaw. Come on, tell me, what do you want to hear from your dad? Is there something you've always wanted to hear from your dad? But he never say. You know me, I can pretend to be I can emulate your dad. Yeah, just tell me what you want to tell your, like what you want your dad to say, man. Happy Father's Day, Lemmy. Sonny, I'll always be proud of you. The fact that you worked so hard to be here. I've seen it all. So I'm proud of you, son. I know it's not that easy in this hard world. But you did it and you endured. And you are the way you are. Maybe life hasn't been treating you that good. But you deserve every bit. And I hope that you can deep down find happiness within yourself too. To realize that the world's actually a great place and you're actually a great person. And maybe you just can't see that, but I'll always be so proud of you. So you have to believe in the me that believes in you, Sonny. Sonny boy. I'll always be proud of you, Sonny boy. And I always love you. I hope you know that. I may not always say it, but I'm very happy that you're my son. Damn, even I got emotional from that. I wish my dad would say that. Damn, I got emotional. I guess you're all my kids now. For like 1 second, I was everybody's dad. Thanks, William Ji-san. You're welcome, sonny boy. How did you celebrate Father's Day with me? I didn't. I didn't celebrate. Nothing a couple of Dr. Peppers can't fix. Haven't had Dr. Pepper in a while. No, I'm not crying. Just I blocked nose. I have blocked nose and a sore throat, and I'm currently having a headache. Plus, it's my worst. It's like a combination of having a fever and a headache. And you know how your body is so hot, you feel like you're a generator. I feel like I'm a nuclear reactor about to explode. Cause my head's like boom, 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 signaling nuclear waves. Radioactive. Radioactive. And it hurts when I swallow, so I'm pretty cool. Big hug for me, thank you. Do you get the Vicks inhaler? I do have one, but it doesn't work. I have one of those sticks, those Vicks sticks that you stick up your nose. I accidentally wet it. I didn't realize that the inside of it has like a liquid cream, so I accidentally wet it. Like I was washing my hands and it dropped, so it was soaked in water, but I didn't really realize. I didn't really notice. And so when I stuck it up my nose and I deep inhale, and I think the water mixed with the Vicks got inside my nose. And I felt like I could breathe in 4K. And it burned. But it did cool me down for 10 minutes. Cause when you inhale those stuff, you can't just breathe it. You have to take a deep breath, and you have to conjure every single strength that you have, and then in a single breath, you gotta inhale like your life depends on it. You gotta inhale so hard that you start to shake. And then the peppermint smell will go up to your brain. That's how it works. You can't just breathe it like normal. No. You can't just smell it like normal. No. You gotta do a deep inhale. And then you get like a super big inhale. Big hug, thank you. Have you seen the senpais? Of course, I stayed up. I stayed up in the morning to watch all of them. They're really nice. I love evil woman. I think Uruka's violin is really cool. I loved it. It was really nice. I'm excited to see later in 8 hours. In the 8 hours we have NASA, Ioni. And then we have a big collab with everyone. I think it's in 9 hours. Michiru senpai and NASA. Iori one is really cute. I was really surprised to see Iori senpai's outfit. This morning. They're all in the mornings for me, so yesterday I had Alias meeting, and then after the meeting I stayed up and went a bit, and then I watched the debuts. Thank you for the raid, bro. Baroga. Thank you for the raid. Thank you for the raid. Thank you for the raid. I think I have some pretty incredible senpais. I do. Origins have come a very, very long way. And I'm very proud. I get to be their co-host. I'm very proud. I'm very proud to be. I'm very proud to be their co-host. Sorry, my brain is like. My brain is not functioning. Have you watched TADC? What the hell is TADC? I was hoping you had not seen them and they used your anime polish to guess what sins they were. Technically CC kind of revealed what sins they were in the Discord when she writes the trailer. When she posts the trailer, she gives like very vague stuff, you know, like rage, hunger, jealous, you know, treasure. So it pretty much gives off what sin they were. And also you can tell from the concert. If you watch the concert from the original song, you can sort of tell who is who too. Especially from the concert, so obvious. So it wasn't really it wasn't really a guessing game. Am I loading again? Am I rolling again? Am I lagging? Am I lag? Slight lag. YouTube has been so funky with me for some reason. I just don't understand. You know, the other day, YouTube was bonking Sin on stream, right? And I had a chat with her. Cause I was asking her what did she do that YouTube was bonking her. And she said she was just doing normal stuff, and I think it might be because her voice is high pitched. Maybe her voice is high pitched, and when you do whispering with a high pitched voice, there's a higher chance that YouTube will take your video down. That's why I don't do ASMRs anymore. Because was it the thumbnail? Oh, it might be. ASMR is a pretty gray area. Doing ASMR is like waiting for. It's like gotcha. You can do it, sure, but if you survive this time, then the next time you have to do 50-50 again. And you also run into problems where if YouTube discover your old videos, if somebody were to report your, like if YouTube were to discover your older videos and realize that is, you know, you're a high-pitched girl doing ASMR, YouTube's gonna strike your channel down. So I had to delete all of my ASMRs. And I also had to stop doing it because the chances are too high. Make a separate one. But I'm not but the numbers, Michael. The numbers. Why not make it members only? Even if it's members only, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if member or not. Doesn't matter if it's unarchived or not. Because YouTube can still see it. The numbers, what mean? The numbers. What does it mean? But like, you know, make a separate ASMR channel, and then they bonk the channel. Then they bonk the channel, what if? It'll probably get me in trouble. AI scans your stream, they do. They do scan my stream. So it's pretty sad. It's pretty sad. I like to do ASMR. I think it's pretty nice. I think it's pretty fun. They can associate your... They can kind of associate your side channel to your main channel too. So it sucks, I guess, to be... I guess if you're flat-chested and you're doing ASMR, it's gone. If you have a high-pitched voice and you're doing ASMR, it's gone. It's not like it's 100% luck, but the chances is pretty high. So every time you're doing it, it's like better safe than sorry. Like I don't wanna take the chances, cause I don't wanna destroy everything I have built together with you over here. So I'm still terrified. So until like YouTube is okay and chill, probably won't do ASMR. Yeah, it's pretty annoying. It's pretty annoying, but I guess it do be like that. It do be like that. It do be like that. I guess so. I have no idea, man. It's like that. Voice pack ASMR though. Ooh, that's a good idea. It will be like that. ASMR's cute. I like doing ASMRs. But it's too risky for me. It's too risky. I don't wanna lose. Like, I don't wanna strike. I already have a freaking strike because some lady decided that it's not okay. I mean, okay, sure, whatever. Fine. Like, it was just a Costco video, man. Like, somebody reported me, my video. Because I was using Costco footage. What the hell are you from, like, 2022? Like, last year, like, in 2024, I got a strike for something like something 2 years ago. That's so crazy. That means this person has been watching my stuff and, like, reporting it. And then I got a strike. So... like, that happened 2 years ago, man. It was not automatic if somebody reported the video. So that's why I was like so scared to do like walk-alongs or even reacting to other videos. I'm really scared to react to videos cause copyright. And they might report my video and take it down, so the only time I have to do it is probably on Twitch. Unfortunately, cause I got a strike, so like people react with no problem. Yeah. I know, Shirex is no problem. That's... I wonder why when I do it I got into problems. Maybe I was just unlucky. Like maybe I was unlucky. Somebody reported my video. Maybe it's certain videos. Maybe walkthroughs are not okay. You know? Because the video people reviews are pretty different from the ones that I don't... I think she does a lot of shorts too. I think it's probably walk-alongs. It's probably walk-alongs that are not okay. Walk-alongs, those like 4K walk-alongs. Maybe those are not okay. Maybe shorts are okay, but those are not okay. I don't know. Most likely certain channels. I feel like it's your luck, honestly. It's pretty random. It really depends on your luck. It really depends. Really depends on your luck. So if I have to do it, I probably have to do it on Twitch. Safer that way. Safer that way. Probably. I don't know. Well, it do feel like that. It do be like that. So I'm reacting socially. I'm like trying to survive with my headache going on. The whole Twitch stream went well because I was on Twitch, so it doesn't matter. And I don't think, and it's Toho. I don't think people will copyright Toho at this day and age. Plus the videos, the videos that I find are original videos from iOS, and re-uploaders. So they don't really own the videos, so they can't really strike me anyways. And also, Twitch is okay with reactions and reaction videos and stuff like that. Although they did mute my video, my VOD was muted. That's fun. At least I didn't get into trouble. Yeah, because if I were to do it on YouTube, it's 100% strike. I'm pretty sure it's 100%. I'm sure it's 100% strike. Yeah, it do be like that. There's like goods, and there's bad. There's goods and there's bad. Yeah, good and bad. Also random note, but I feel like I need to get a new I need to get a new headset. Remember I tell you my headset broke? And I've had this headset with me for a long time, and the leather has like completely peeled off, but I was still using it because if it works, it works. And it's like Audio Technica headphones, and they're pretty nice for audio quality, and it's a pretty old one, and you can't really see the wordings anymore off the mic. Not the mic. I mean, off of the headphones, you can't see the label's completely gone, and there's like cracks here and there, and the letter padding is completely gone, like it's just peeled off, and but I still use it until it completely stopped working. Like it stopped detecting, for some reason, it stopped detecting sounds anymore. So the only thing I currently have are earphones. But the problem is, one of the earphone, the wires came up, like the head of the earphones, it came off. So I used tape to tape it back, but like the wires cannot. I can see blue, red wires, and I taped it, but only one ear works, and one ear stopped working. So, and this one earphone is being held with tape, and it still works. But I realized how spoiled I am with my headphones, because the quality, and I can't record, it's so annoying. Because when I record for vocals, I can hear the background music, and I have to put the background music really, really low, because the music leaks from this one, because it's a really cheap one. But I've been using it for like 5 years. No, more than 5 years. Been using this for a very long time. I can't remember when was the last time I got this one. This was my only pair of earphones. My first pair until now. I've been using the same earphones. It's just tape now. But the audio obviously isn't as good as my headphones. I realized how spoiled I was with my headphones. My headphones have great sound. But I'm also pretty attached to my items. So I don't like to throw them away or get new ones. I like to use them. For myself. I like to use them until they're completely obliterated. The thing is, it still looks good, but I don't know why it stopped working for some reason. So it's pretty annoying. I too get the same thing over and over again. You can't let them go, Lemmy. Yeah, I gotta get a new one. I don't know. Why does things have to break? Why can't they last forever? Why do they have to? And I don't even bring these earphones anywhere. It's like the headphones are here for like they never move. Use a pair of AirPods until the hole stops playing sound. Oh, I don't like AirPods. I don't like things without wires or things that are not connected, because chances of you losing one of them is very, very easy. Plus, it looks so flimsy. They look like you can lose them. And I don't like Bluetooth. I do not like Bluetooth because I don't like to charge things. And I'm very forgetful enough, so I don't like charging things. And if I wear anything Bluetooth, I have to charge them. And then I forget to charge them. And then if I go out, I only use them. And I can't use them. It's like pure agony. So, I don't like using anything Bluetooth. I stick to wire. Cause I can't lose them, cause they're wired. And I can find them. I just hate having to charge things because I forget. I always forget to charge things. It's really annoying. Wired forever. I don't like Bluetooth too, because what if you're going out and then somebody connects in. My phone's Bluetooth is never on. Cause what if you're outside and somebody connects to your headphones and then suddenly they listen to your music, or like they force your I don't know, they force your phone to connect to their headphone, and then all of a sudden you're listening to their music. I never turn on my Bluetooth. Forever off. You never know what they're gonna do. You have to pair first. Well, you never know. What if they're hackers? What if they're... Oh, I never use Wi-Fi. I never use hotel Wi-Fi. What the hell? It's a public IP. It's a public domain. People can see what you're looking at. People can see what you're reading. Never use public Wi-Fi. Even so, you should use VPN, but still. Never use public Wi-Fi. I'm too paranoid, okay? I'm too paranoid. Watch too many Steins Gate. Also, Steins Gate. They can see what you're watching. They can hack into your credit card, and they can see your personal details. But most importantly, they can see what you're surfing. Yeah, never use hotel Wi-Fi. Always stay safe. There are many people that want to steal your data, which is why I never have spam calls, because I never sign up to anything. I never do sign-ups. I never do memberships. Never. They just steal your data. Now I sound like a skeptical boomer. but they do steal your data. I mean, the internet steals your data. But in this current generation, data is money. I live very off the grid. I live like a person who has not touched the internet. Yeah. I never sign up for anything. You know, Blue Archive is also stealing your data. Let me. Sure, what data can they steal? My preferences? Or the games I play on my iPad? Sure. They can, they can check out the games I play on my iPad. It's just gacha. I play gacha slots all the time. They can check out. I also taped my camera, by the way. You know how your phone has a front camera and has a back camera? I taped my back camera and I taped my front camera, and I do that for my iPad too. Cause what else? You know, what if they can see you? Oh, but wait, me doesn't, but your phone needs a touch, Face ID. I never use Face ID. What the hell? No Face ID for me. I'll just. They record the girls you like the most. If you like the cute and funny ones, they send that data to MasterCard and Visa, so they can deny your credit card application. I don't own a credit card. I think if I ever own a credit card, it's over for me. I'll go in serious debt and I have to sell my kidneys. Because what do you mean I have free unlimited money? I just have to pay later. That's crazy. Imagine the things I can buy without limit. Because all I have to do is pay later, right? I don't have to pay this one. I can delay it and pay next one. And they just charge me a little bit of an installment. And you just keep buying. It's like unlimited money glitch. And at the end of the day, I'll just have to sell maybe 2 of my kidneys. And then I have money to pay them out. It's unlimited money. Although I don't think my kidneys are very... I don't think any organs in my body is sellable. They're pretty sick. Maybe a half price. Maybe 50%. Maybe 50% off. And if I ran out of space in one credit card, I can just make a second credit card. And then, keep going on. See? This is why I never have a credit card and never will. But what about the what if you wanna own a house one day? Not really. Pretty nice in my basement. I'm gonna have big dreams. I just wanna stay a hickey forever. I don't know. You know you like cute girls on blue light kind. So what? I like cute girls. What they gonna do about it? They can steal my data all they want. They probably get nothing. get a bigger basement. I like confined places. I don't like big spaces. I don't like big empty spaces. Big empty spaces scares me. The small confined spaces makes me happy. The smaller the better. If I could live in a cube, I would. Well, technically I'm kind of living in a cube, but... like, the smaller the size... the smaller the size, the better for me. I think big places are scary. Cause it's empty, you know? Because it's empty, what if there's ghosts? So you're not gonna watch the backrooms? I don't even like the backrooms! What makes you think I like the backrooms? It's so scary. I don't like horror games. I don't like horror stuff. I don't wanna watch it. I don't like jump scares. I don't wanna watch it. You used to have a small interest in the articles. What articles? The backrooms? The backroom articles? But I never even played a game. I don't know, they're scary. The creatures are scary. The creatures in the backrooms are scary. I don't wanna watch it. I think horror games... I think the genre horror is a very niche genre because it's not for everybody. It's not for me. I mean, they're just pencil drawings. I get scared by my own shadow. Every 3 times a week, I get jump scared by my own shadow. What makes you think I wouldn't be scared of some pencil drawing? Did you see the new Higurashi announcement? I saw. I hope it's not a clickbait. Yeah, no, I don't want to watch the backrooms. If I'm curious, I will probably just read the synopsis of the movie, cause I think certain horror movies have nice synopsis. I think there's this one movie, it's called Mother, and it's about how... Well, I first of all think that, I think that certain horror movies kind of stupid, but maybe I'm just like a tourist after all. I can't really separate fantasy. I can't really think of it as a fantasy compared to as real life, because a lot of the movies, like for example the Mother's movie, it started off with them renting an Airbnb, and they go to the Airbnb and they found an empty basement. And like, normally, if I were to find an empty basement, I would just leave. I would just go out, go find a hotel, just get away from there. What the hell? Then no, they decided to go to the basement, and then they found a guy in there locked up. What the hell? If it was me, I would just scream and run away and never come back. And like, report them to the police and never come back. But no. They saw the guy, and then they saw this disfigured... and they saw this disfigured creature that's like forcing one of the guy to like suck her boobies. And wait, I don't know anything about the movie. I just I read the whole synopsis on Wikipedia. I didn't watch the movie. And then they're like, oh, this creature's the mother, and she wants them to pretend to be her children. And somehow, because they pretended to be her children, she let them go. The thing is, they came back. Why would you come back? That's so stupid. And then one of them dies at the end. So why did they come back? That's so dumb. Why would you come back? That's so stupid. That thing is obviously not a ghost. It won't haunt you. Just leave. Just leave that place. Report it to an authority. And just leave. Never come back. Erase it off of your mind. Why would they do that? It's so stupid. You know, it's like, oh, we bought a house. Like, you know, it's like, there's this house, and it's really cheap, and apparently someone died in there. That's why it's cheap, and it's in some shady neighborhood. But let's go rent and let's go buy it anyways because it's so cheap. And then you go in, and then paranormal activity starts happening, and then people die, and then now they're regretting their decision to ever own the place. Like, that's so dumb. What the hell? Just, why did you even buy that stupid house? All for what? Just so you can save some money, but then, like, your family dies. Your family dies just for some money. So it's... And then you have... And then you have, like, dolls or something. You go to a store and you're like, oh, this doll is 1,000 years old. And you're like, wow, it's 1,000 years old. Let's buy it home. And then turns out the doll is haunted. What the hell is wrong with you? Just don't even buy it, man. Just leave. So stupid. I find a lot of these horror movies really stupid. But then again, you're not supposed to put logic in movies anyways. But for some reason, for horror stories, I think those movies are stupid. Like, they're just dumb decisions. Kind of a horror. The ones that are really scary are probably psychological horrors. Like, I think it's a Midsommar, where they join a cult. That one is not by logic, because you don't really join a cult. You just become part of the cult. That's how it works, because they can brainwash you. So you don't... Because you choose to join a cult not by logic, by persuasion. Because cults use brainwashing methods to talk to you, and they kind of find your wrong. They kind of like... They get like a doctor to come in, and they talk to you, and they learn about your family, and they sort of let you picture that if you join this place, you know, you might find happiness and family that actually loves you. And then you just join it willingly, because it's that easy to join a cult. I mean, did you consider going to see the back rooms? I thought we were just talking about the back rooms. No, I'm not. I don't watch horror movies. I also don't like to go to the cinema. Going to the cinema is another horror tale. Can you imagine? You're in a cinema and the guy behind you sneezed. You now share bacteria of this person. What if he has diseases? And like you're in a room with so many strangers. And you're watching a movie and all you hear is imagine you're watching the back rooms and you're there for the atmosphere. I mean, all you hear is a popcorn, and you hear like slurping noises from the club. And then you hear children going, 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7. Or like you hear people going like, what is that? Is that a game? What reference is that? Is that from here? And then you have like another guy that's like, oh, this guy dies at the end, by the way. And then you hear people eating food from plastic. It's like and then you have children kicking the back of your seat, and you have kids crying, or like kids screaming and throwing tantrum. And people talking during movies. No. I'm a hickey. I don't like going out unless I'm forced to. And if I have to watch a movie, I'd pick a time where there's absolutely nobody. And that's great. But going out is such a pain. I don't like going out. It's such a pain. I hate public spaces. Just imagine. I mean, all movies will go on streaming sites in like a month. So unless you can't wait, then you watch it at the cinema. You can pay an extra fancy cinema with 20, 40 people. They're gonna kiss in front and they're gonna kiss at the back. People in front, the row in front of you, they're not at the cinema to watch a movie. They're there to kiss and do kinky winky. Same as people in the back. So you're literally stuck in the middle. You're stuck in like 2 bird mating sessions. Jeez, imagine how it feels. Crazy. Yeah, no. I thought you said you would avoid ASMR. Go back! You're from the past. You have to come to the future. I was talking about ASMR like 30 minutes ago. Come back to the future. Come back to the future. Movie theater ASMR. Yeah. I don't know. Theater's not for me. Although you know, the movie, you know, of course you go there for like the popcorn, the music. What is that? Dolby 4X Max immersion sound, and then large 4K screen, and you're watching with your homies. That's pretty fun, you know, if you watch it with your friends. I have nobody to watch a movie with. I don't really, so there's no fun for me. There's no fun for me to go anyways. I'd rather just stay at home because I have a projector. I can just stream the movie on my projector, and I have my own popcorn. It's just me lying on my bed, so comfy, all by myself with the movie on. Yeah, that's great. We should do more watch-alongs. Toy Story is out. Do you wanna do a Toy Story watch? I have never watched Toy Story before. I have watched them in clips on TikTok. 1, 2, and 3. I have watched clips, but I do not know anything about TikTok. Like, I do not know anything about Toy Story except the fact that in the third movie, Andy gives his toy away to a new owner, and I only know there's like Buzz Lightyear, Woody, the girl, Mr. Potato, the hot dog, the Dashoon. Yeah, we should do a Toy Story marathon. 1, 2, and 3. I never watched the whole thing. Oh, and the green alien. I forgot about that. Since Toy Story 5 is coming out, I don't even know there's a 5. I heard like Buzz Lightyear is in a relationship. There's a lot of movies that I haven't watched. I haven't watched Cars. I haven't watched Monster Inc. I haven't watched Toy Story. I haven't watched watched the first Shrek with you guys. I've watched Shrek number 1 with you guys. Isn't there a new Shrek movie coming out? Oh, I hope you finish your chores. Another one? Yeah. Wait, let me show you. He looks kind of different. Shrek 5? It's coming out in 2027. So that's like next year. I don't know what it's about though. I just wonder how much they milk the entire franchise. Shrek 5, it's coming out. It's coming out in 2027. I don't even know there's a Shrek 4. I don't even know there's a Shrek 3. I only know there's Shrek 1 and 2, where they have children. And how the donkey had children with the dragon. What is Shrek 4 even about? Shrek 5 Hypnosis. Shrek 5 follows the group to a new city known as Further Away. Oh, so apparently, the Shrek and Fiona had a triplet, so they're teenagers now. So I guess it's about them and their children going to a new city called Further Away. I just feel like I don't know. I don't like seeing. This might be just my problem, but I do not enjoy seeing children watching. I do not enjoy watching people have children. Like anime sequels when they have children. Or like is Shrek having children? It makes me feel old. It makes me feel old. What do you mean they have children? I feel old. You feel old. Yeah, I feel old. It's unfair. It's like it's mocking me. You know, like, hey, you know, you watch me when like, hey, I was your childhood show. And guess what? I'm all grown up now, married and have children. Now I'm gonna have adventures with my children. What? What about Goku and Gohan? What about Dragon Ball? What about Dragon Ball GT ending showing Pan's grandkid when Pan is Goku's granddaughter? Yeah, but the whole series is not about him being a grandfather, right? Like, it's not focusing on the kids, right? It's still about Goku, right? So, see, it doesn't matter. It's like it's like somebody kicking you, like, ha, look. Like, ha, look. They have children and a happy family now. What do you mean? It's like how I stopped watching Adventure Time when Jake's kids all grew up. So weird. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it when they have kids. People hate GT because he got turned into a kid. They just can't handle Shota Goku, man. The world was not ready for Shota Goku. But yeah, when it became relationship time, oh, I stopped completely after I finished Adventure Time. He was a kid in the original series though. Yeah, he was always a kid. It's kind of like Pokemon, you know. Ash is always a kid, but as the series progresses, he just becomes more and more toddlerish. I kind of miss like Ash in his first 3-4 seasons before they started to make him, you know, Benjamin Buttons, man. Like, I feel like if he did not win champions, he would have reverted back into a fetus. So thank God he won the freaking champions. But I'm still kind of sad that he won the champions, cause it means the adventure is over, and they have to start a new series. Because what's he gonna do? He's now a champion. But like Pokemon is a huge part of me, so I don't really like to see it end. I wish they could have continued him as, you know, after he won champion. He can continue to like a new continent. And fight different gym leaders and stuff, and new set of Pokemons and you know, Pokemon champion may be everything, but in a new region it's not everything. I wouldn't have watched Pokemon if they changed protagonists too. I'm not a huge fan of changing protagonists, because I get very attached to a franchise, and I get very attached to. I didn't like it when they changed the cast. I mean, sure, I really liked Ash and Brock, and Misty was okay, but I really liked May. So I don't really like it when they keep changing the team. And in the later shows, we don't even see Brock anymore. I missed the trio. I was there for the trio. It'll be weird. It's like if you watch Naruto, and after the Shippuden arc, Naruto stopped teaming up with in the Jonin exam, Naruto teams up with Sakura and Sasuke because they're Team 7. And then in like the Chunin exam, Naruto teams up with like Gaara and Shikamaru or something. Like what doesn't, so weird. Like I'm so used to seeing them together. So even I didn't like it when they changed the crew. So imagine if you change your protagonist, that'd be pretty mad. Cause he was supposed to catch them all, you know? But it is necessary. There's so much you can do. Yeah, Just be like Crayon Shin-chan. I think Crayon Shin-chan is a great example of continuing its franchise. He's still a freaking baby, even though he's still a kindergartner after so many. How long was Crayon Shin-chan? How long was Crayon Shin-chan? Crayon Shin-chan has 1,230 episodes. It debuted in 1992. It's been 34 years and Shin-chan is still a kindergartner. It's been... I actively watch Shin-chan a lot. I think Shin-chan movies are really golden. I feel like people are really sleeping on Shin-chan because probably they just think it's like a kid show. But there's so many life lessons that you can learn. And Shin-chan is pretty mature for his age. And the graphics are really good. The music is really good. And especially the movies, it's really high budget too. And super well received in Japan. And it felt like Shin-chan is like a franchise love between adults and children. Because mothers would watch Shin-chan with their children, and then when their children grow up and have their own family, they will watch it with their own kids too. So it's like a big love for everyone. Yeah! And Conan too! No, even the latest Shin-chan movies are super emotional. I love them so much. I always watch Shin-chan movies. They make me cry. It's really hard to convince people with the graphic, with the crayon aesthetic. I don't know. I thought it's pretty peak anime. It's like a Chibi-Maruko-chan. You know? It's like... It's just anime. Unless they're expecting like Jujutsu Kaisen level of anime. Sorry. I don't watch dub. I'm a purist, sub only. I don't know. But Shin-chan sounds amazing as in Japanese. Detective Conan is so long you lost interest. Then I think long shows aren't really for you. Like super long shows, they're meant to be super dragging, like One Piece, Naruto. There's so many fillers, Bleach, Gintama. There's so much fillers and different arcs. So this is probably not. You are not the target audience for super long shows, because their format is all the same. It's to drag the show as long as they can, which I like because I don't want an anime to end, so I like that they keep dragging it. I guess it's just a matter of shows that have no plot progression if it's super long. I don't think Conan is supposed to even have any plot progression. I think he's just supposed to solve problems and then a new problem comes. Weren't you supposed to take part in Blue Archive stream back then? Take part in what? Blue Archive stream? What are you talking about? Am I... what does that mean? The one that I keep saying, they say, it's like a guy It's like a guy with a hat and he carries like a board that says I require contacts. You got the wrong person. Oh. Okay then. She was in one manga. I still have the tabs on. I still have the tabs for that on and the tabs for FaceCon on. Ah, good times. Keeping it there forever and see how long it can stay there. Keeping it there. And see how long I can and see how long. What do you think of Blue Archives update? Oh, you mean the new swimsuit with Shun, Kisaki, and Shuni? Pretty peak. I will be oohing as usual. Don't forget to drink a lot. I will. Sorry if I'm a little laggy. I took medication, so it's making me drowsy. I miss when the anime used to have 48 episodes. Well, you gotta blame the current generation's lack of what is even that word? Attention span. You have to blame this generation's attention span. Everyone's attention span has gotten way shorter, significantly, which is pretty worrying. Well, my attention span has been very short, but that's because I'm special. But the general public's attention span has gotten like an all-time low. You get 24 episodes? No, you get 12. What are you talking about? You literally... So you are old. Am I old? Yeah, if I'm old, then what are you? Ashes? Maybe I'm an Oji-san, after all. Maybe... Hey, maybe I am an Oji-san. You know? Maybe I am like Hoshino. I am an Oji-san that's stuck. Back in my day. Maybe my bones will start to hurt immediately. I am from the Stone Age. You mean like the BC? The big BC? The before Christ times? The before No, you guys are like the atoms in space. And then the Big Bang happened. And then the atoms connected and formed Earth. So you guys are the atoms in space. Well, I think that's even older than time. Is crazy. You guys existed before time was even created. I don't even know how the Big Bang happened. In church they teach us that God said let there be light and there was light. But I'm pretty sure God did not create the earth in 7 days. Probably 7 million days. But maybe he created like, I don't know, maybe he just went bang 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 and then there was Earth. And then you guys are just floating in space. And stuff. You know, I used to pray to God and ask him why he created space. And why is there Saturn and why is there different planets that are made out of gases if we were not meant to live there? But he never ever replied me, so maybe it was made out of mistake. maybe maybe it's like the leftover from Earth or something. Leftover materials, so we just turn them into little plants. Sometimes I get random existential crises when I think the fact that we are just so tiny in this little Earth, and the fact that outside the Earth there is space, and in space it's like an infinity amount of empty spaces with rocks and you have other planets, and other planets are like 10 times the size of one Earth, and the fact that me walking 500 meters is already killing me. There's planets outside that's 10 times the size of Earth, and there's nothing inside. It's just gas, or you have literal planets of just toxic chemicals and toxins, and then and then you have like, the Milky Way, which is one galaxy, which is the Earth and the planet. That's one galaxy, and in that galaxy, if it comes out, there's many other more galaxies, which means that there is another galaxy that has the same planet as us. Maybe different planets, and I'm pretty sure there's aliens outside. I mean, Jelly's one of the aliens, so it must be where she's from. And to think that there's another galaxy, thousands of galaxies, and we only know 1 kilometer. That when you think about it, why are you working so hard? Why are you guys working so hard? The world is literal bigger than us. Wow, I sound like a hippie now. The world is literally bigger than us. So why are we confined in this tiny space when Damn, that's like true existentialist crisis. Why not just escape Earth? and go to, you know, why do people have to work? So many. See, this is why one shouldn't think too much. Do you know the theory of how, like, there were aliens? Of how, like, they're aliens? So I found this on TikTok. So apparently, they are... You can always count on me to give you very weird and obscure facts about the world that may not be true, but... Anyways, so apparently, there are aliens that are from the future that is at Earth, and when they did an interview back in 19 something, they mentioned that they are actually humans from the future that has somehow learned to time travel to come to Earth many million years later. So you have one that's like 48 million ago and one that's like 54 million ago, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure about the numbers, but it's somewhere between 40 and 50. And how humans, the world has ended and the surface is toxic to live. So humans are forced to move underground. And when you're forced to move underground, there's a lot of pressure underground, so their heads have to expand due to the fact that of the pressure, and their genetics started changing because they are forced to live underground, and their skin is pale because there's no longer the sun. Apparently the sun has died, and the surface is no longer livable, so everybody has to live underground. So that's why they look the way they look. Their eyes are a little bigger because they need to be able to see in the dark. And their heads are bigger because they have to withstand the pressure of being underground. And their skin being super pale due to the lack of melanin, due to that there's no sun, there's no UV. And how they have somehow time traveled here to give us like an interview. Anyways, this is what I got on TikTok. How does this impact my gacha rate? I don't know. The thing about conspiracy theories is the fact that it sounds like it can happen. Like it sounds doable. Logically, it makes sense. Maybe that's why you think it's kind of true. I mean, that's how they get you, because they make it sound like it's very logical. Like for example, the fact that there's a lot of giants that used to roam the earth, and that's why they become fossilized, and that's why you see a lot of mountains. There are certain mountains and stone monuments that resemble human-like body shapes, and the fact that Himalayan salt comes from Himalayan salt cave, which deeply resemble the shape of a human muscle, which they deduce it to be a giant's muscle flesh, that's crystallized and dried up the way it looks like. You know? And how back then, a long time ago, when God casted down Lucifer, he is the angel of sound. And so he must probably have been in heaven doing raps. He probably has been singing like he probably have been singing like Eminem and Snoop Dogg, you know, smoke weed every day. And God's like, hey, you can't smoke weed up in heaven. That's a sin. So he casted him down, and so he casted him down to the heavens, and Lucifer also brought him an army of angels that also wanted to rebel against God. And then they went on Earth and they fell in love with the humans. And well, it is forbidden. It is forbidden for angels and humans to mate. And they mate. And because they mated, they gave birth to giants, or you call them Nephilims. Different from mine, because I'm half devil, half angel, so we're different breed. Anyways, and these Nephilims cause a lot of chaos, because they're giants, and they're also of an evil nature. And because they're of an evil nature, yeah, they're not good because they're off of an evil nature. And then they die because of divine punishment. And God locked all of the other angels down in, I think it was like a lake or in a cave, that during Resurrection Day they will be released for final judgment. And then Lucifer got cast down to hell. And then, what about the mothers of, you know, the angels, the mothers of the Nephilim? They get casted as punishment into the sea. And because Lucifer is the god of sound, music, the angel of music, they turn into sirens, and they live their life luring humans in and killing them. Wow, crazy lore! Yeah, on the TikTok. You know, that'd be a cool game, though. That would be a super cool game plot. They should turn it into a game. So you're sort of related to Sinan. No, I'm not. I'm not a Nephilim. I'm not the giant Nephilim. I'm half angel, half demon. Different. Not the same. Jesus is my uncle. We're different. Where did this lore come from? It's not even a real lore. It's I don't know. It's just... It's a conspiracy theory that they found in the Book of Lilith. You know, the Bible has like forbidden chapters that is no longer distributed. And one of them was the Book of Lilith. And this was inside the Book of Lilith. So take it with the grain of salt. Was it the Book of Enoch? Yeah. The Book of Enoch talked about the Nephilims, like the forbidden books. I have no idea. That's just that's oops, sir. I gotta remove you. That's That's not a very nice thing to say out in public. You could turn that on a Sunday too. Not on Father's Day. Not on a wholesome Father's Day. We're just starting the day. Come on, not on Father's Day. Gee. What are your plans today for Father's Day anyway? For those of you with fathers. Wow, that sounds... No, for those of you with a good relationship with your father. Okay, that's worded better. What are your plans? What are you planning to do? It's Father's Day. Hi, Dad. You gave your dad chocolate? That's cute. Aww. You forgot that's today. You forgot about Father's Day. Did you know that without your dad, you would not exist? Do you know that? Do you know that you lived longer with your dad than with your mom? Cause you're in his ball sack for like all your life. And you stayed with your mom for only like 10 months? But you're with your dad for like his whole life. So technically, your dad has known you longer than your mom has known you. Your mom is born with eggs in her. No, your mom is like a hole. And the genetic footprint is with your dad. So your mom is like a cushion. No, your mom is like... Why am I even explaining this? You know this more than me. Pardon? No, you are the male cells. You are the male cells. You're the male cells, and you enter your mom, and then your mom's eggs and cell, and you are a cell. Because you have to run. Remember how they say that remember how they say that when you lost all faith in yourself, just remember you won the race. Cause the sperm has to swim and penetrate through the hole, and then they make a baby. So like the genetic data is between your mom and your dad, but the sperm cell that swims inside is you. You are that sperm cell. That's you! It's half enough, but it's you! You're the one that's swimming! You swim! You swim inside! So that means you are with your dad the longest. Sperm lives for 5 days, but you lived in your but you live in your dad's ball sack all his life. So you're like dormant. You're like the dormant liquid before he shoots you out and you run to your mom and you enter her hole and then you enter her eggs and then her eggs and you fuse into one fetus and then it grows into you. But technically, you belong with your dad longer than you belong with your mom. Yeah. You're the result of fusion, yeah, but you technically are with your dad longer. So, you see, half of you is with your mom, but half of you is with your dad. If you want to say fusion. Sperm is continuously creating, but eggs last for a woman's whole life. But you see, when you're in the ball sack, liquid goes out, but then again, liquid comes in. It's kind of like pouring a cup half. It's like pouring a cup that's full of water. You pour half away, and then you pour in new liquid. The water is still going to be the same. You know, the new liquid and the old liquid will fuse together. And still, it's you. It's still you. You know, it's still you. You are still there. I don't know. I'm homeschooled, by the way. I never took biology class. I have no idea what I'm talking about, but that's just what I think. Very fun talk. Happy Father's Day. Thank you for your super chat. Yeah, so I think you're with your dad longer than you're with your mom. The moral of the story is you should also appreciate your dad. Okay, but it depends. If you have a loving dad that loves you and cares for you, then he absolutely deserves your love. But if you have a dad that loves you but don't really show, he still deserves a lot of... I think a lot of dads are very tsundere because they think it's not very manly to be vulnerable with their feelings. But if your dad doesn't care about you, then I'll be your dad. Okay, sonny boy? You can shower your love with me. You can shower me your love. I'll be your dad. Proud of you, son. Always will and forever will be. Cause you're part of me for the longest time I knew you. I'm always proud of you. No matter what. And I may not show it because I wasn't brought up like that. My dad never showed me love, so I don't know how to show much love, but I hope you know that I love and appreciate you. And when you came out of your mom, that was probably the happiest day of my life. When I thought, how the hell did I mix a little rascal just like you? And seeing you grow up, I just realized that you're a part of me and I'm a part of you. So I'm proud of you, son. Or daughter. Cause you grew up really well and you survived. And you worked hard and it shows. I love you, son. Daughter. Son boy. Yeah, see? Father simulator. This is the result of being homeschooled by Tenlin Ember. That is so true. High honor. Hope you get better soon. Thank you. Sometimes I feel sorry for my dad having a son like me with my mental difficulties. I don't think any dad would ever feel that way. I think the fact that your dad stayed with you and the fact that you know that, I think it helps enhance the relationship that you both have. Because your dad knew and your dad stayed. And it's not anybody's fault when this happened, but it's just life, you know? Sometimes life don't go the way we wanted it to happen, but we just have to move and adapt and carry it with a lot of love. So I hope you'll never blame yourself for something that you don't have a choice in. Damn, I sound like a dad now. See, I'm a great father. I'm a great dad. I don't even know how a good dad is supposed to be, but I'm pretty sure with the amount of family mangas that I have read, the amount of father-daughter anime I have consumed, the amount of father-daughter manga I have consumed, I can be a pretty good dad. Yeah! A good dad shows up. Become the dad you always wanted to be. I do fantasize about what it's like to be a daddy's girl, though. I see a lot of TikToks of like, oh, like a daddy's girl, like they would just casually message their dad and send memes to their dad. I always wonder what it's like. What it's like to have something like that. Or like what it's like to eat dinner with your dad. Or like what it's like to eat dinner with your parents. Going on trips with your parents. Joke around with your parents. Discover new things with your parents. Learn a little bit about your parents and their life. I just wonder what it's like. I don't know. I just watch TikToks and then self-insert. Read fanfictions and then self-insert. I've been pretty okay with that. Will you be my dad with me? Only for today, though. Only for today, I'll be your dad, son boy. it for today. I'm a pretty family, so I like to self-insert myself as a happy family. So I'm a pretty family cell. No, but when I see happy families outside, I hope they divorce. Wow, I'm so mean. What the hell? I just go like, I wish you the worst. I wish you the worst. As I say in envious. This is why I don't like going out. And I don't like eating alone. Cause then you see the next table. And then the next table you see a family eating. And then you see the mom prepares food for the son or the daughter. And then you see the dad jokes about the food portion being big. And then, you know, like I always feel like crap. Like whenever I see them, I feel horrible. I feel horrible, so I don't go out. Cause chances of me meeting them is close to 0 if I don't go out. I'm a huge family, so I'm like, ugh. I'm like, ugh. Disgusting. Ugh, disgusting whenever I see them. Ew, yuck. And then whenever I see couples, I'm like, hope you break up. Disgusting. Out in the public? That's crazy. My devil side just comes out. I mean, disgusting. What? Do you see like a couple and you go like, oh, that's so sweet? No, you don't. You hold, you wrath. You wrath. You're like, man, I wish that was me. Wrath. I'm a huge hater. You heard this exact remember? Yeah, I don't care, man. Just don't hold your hands. You know, I was at a hospital once, and then I went to the convenience store opposite me just to get some ice cream and some chips. And then I see this girl. I think she was trying to think of what bread to buy. And then I think it was her boyfriend was just like touching her back up and down. Like, what the hell are you doing? That's molestation. That's public PDA. You deserve to go to jail. Sack that guy. Go to jail. Break up. I hope you break up. Or like when you go to the malls. Oh, I saw one that absolutely crushed me. Anyways, I went to the mall long time ago, and I was waiting for something. I don't remember why I went there, but I remember what I saw. Because it was a long time ago. I saw this girl. She was with her boyfriend. And her boyfriend was petting her head. Literally petting her head out in public. What the hell is public nuisance? That's public indecency. You should go to jail. They should get sacked. That's so cringe. was so cringe. And then, okay, but like romance, yeah, sure, whatever. And then, when I think one time I had to grab water at the supermarket, and then I see a girl. She's like, and then the dad goes like, do you want to take the chip upstairs? Do you want to take it? And then the daughter's like, yeah, I want to take it. And he's like, okay, you gotta get up. And then the kid jumps up to the dad. And then the dad swings the kids around like a helicopter. And then I saw it and I'm like, I hope you break up. I hope something horrible happens to you. I hope you never achieve this level of happiness. I was envious. I was like Parsi that day. I'm such a hater. Let me be a hater. Unfair. It's like going to an orphan and saying my dad loves me. What the hell? Crazy. It's like going to the orphanage. It's like a happy family goes into the orphanage and gets all of the orphanage to sit down, all the orphanage kids to sit down in a chair, and then ask the happy family to perform activities of a happy family, like the kid doing upsies with the dad, or you know what's worse? One time I was in a plane and I saw this parent with their child, and the child was the parent was snuggling the kid's face, and then after that it goes to the dad, and the dad was snuggling the kid's face, and then there's another, and then one of their kids are sleeping, so the dad was just petting her stomach, and I'm just there like, wow, I hope this plane sinks, but I can't, cause I'm in this plane, but I hope the worst happens to you. Horrible! It's horrible! And it sucks because it's not their fault. And it's not my fault. I can only blame this cursed world. Is your demon side related to the sin of envy? Yeah, I'm pretty envious in my I'm pretty envious. I'm pretty envious of a lot of things. Jealousy is probably my biggest enemy. I used to get very jealous. I mean, not really used to. All the time, I guess. I get very jealous when I see happy families. Cause I never know what it's like. What the hell? Unfair. Why do you have and I don't have? This is such a villain arc. This is what every villain says. Why you can have, but I can't have. Jealousy is a fear of losing something you have. No. Jealousy is the feeling of wanting something that you'll never get. It should have been me. It should have been me. You should do one of those fake family experiences. Yeah. I used to take out food for 3 people and pretend it was for my mom and dad, but it was just me. And I would You know those family vouchers? I'll get them too. No, I used to even roleplay. Oh my god, I used to roleplay. I stopped doing it a while ago though. I used to buy things like, oh my god, this is really insane. Maybe a little mentally ill, but oh my god, I used to buy like 2 toothbrushes and put it on my cup so it looks like we're sharing one toothbrush, but holy crap! I'm like pretty embarrassed telling you this. What the hell? I used to buy like 2 toothbrushes and put it with mine, so it's 3 toothbrushes in a cup. And I used to buy food in family meals. You know when you can order delivery and there's like family meals? I always buy those family meals because first of all, they're cheap. There's many meals for a cheaper price, and that meals could last me a week. But also, people who see my order probably think that I'm a family, but I'm just LARPing as a family. Bundle deals, yeah, it's like a family bundle deal. And then it always arrives with like 3 drinks and lots of food. That's economical. Yeah, it's economical. LARPing as a family. Maybe they think you're fat and eat a lot. What the hell? No! No! I don't think they think like that. How can somebody eat like 5 bowls of noodles in one shot? Your tummy is going to explode. Ask Ember. Hey, Ember don't eat a lot. Okay? Ember... wait, no, she's kind of competitive eater. Ember... 5 bowls of noodles. Do you know, in Japan, there's something called oguri eaters. So, like, this is in the ancient text. It's really hard to find them anymore. I think YouTube has cracked them down, but they're called oguri eaters. And there's a lot of oguri eating competitions. And you have big eaters, and they're all petite young women competing to eat. So normally they would... No, it's like OOGURI. So they would go to a store. It's like an episode thing. They'll go to a store, and the store will feature, let's say, 10 of their most popular menus. And so you have 5 talents sitting down with a timer, and they would start to eat 10. They would eat 10 plates of their specialty, and whoever eats the fastest win. And there is one of the episodes where they had to eat a whole wedding cake in like 2 minutes. Like a 3-layered wedding cake in 2 minutes. And there was one where they have to eat, I think, 8 cakes, like 8 whole cakes, within like 5 minutes. Like 8 giant cakes for each person. It's hard. Even I can't find the videos anymore. On YouTube, I think they crack it down. But it's called like Oguri competition. Yeah, it was like Japanese competitive eaters. And the thing is, they're all so tiny and skinny and small. And you really wonder where all the food goes. And they'll eat like 10 XL tonkotsu. And they would eat. And they would eat, and then they'll drink water and eat and drink water and eat and drink water. I'm not sure why it was taken down. I think it must have been it's really old. I think I can still find a clip of it somewhere. You have to search. Yeah, I watch Kinoshita Yuka a lot, but it's not Kinoshita Yuka. It's like an episode thing, like those Japanese. I think Japanese variety shows is pretty funny. I watched one where in the room there's only one item in the room that's chocolate, and they have to find out which part of the room it has chocolate. It could be like a doorbell, it could be like a spoon inside the wardrobe. And I remember one episode the chocolate was actually a necktie in one of the MCs. They're pretty funny. The Japanese variety shows. And they have sports ones too. They have the sports one are pretty funny where they have to be inside mascots and do funny tricks. And they have to match the shape of the cardboard that's coming. They have to match the middle shape. I used to watch a bunch of those on Nico Nico Doga. I don't know, I feel like they're lost media now. You could probably find them in clips, but not the full video. Maybe you have to find harder for the full video. Yeah, they're mascots, and there's ones that they'll be like styrofoam or cardboard that is coming at you at the speed of light, and you must match the shape of the pose that's inside the cardboard, or else you get whooped by the cardboard and yeeted out, and then you lose. There's so many! Human Tetris, yeah, there's so many. Those are pretty fun. And there's the slides one where they have to roll down. They have to roll down a water slide. Yeah, they don't do shows like that anymore. I always think they're so creative. Yes, Takeshi Castle. I love Takeshi Castle. So nice. They don't do shows like those anymore. Yeah. Now I sound old. I like Takeshi Castle. I watched a lot of them. Oh, it brings me back memories. Those variety shows are pretty cool. A new season came out in 2023. Yeah, it's 3 years now. Probably many injuries. Probably. But it was fun. It was fun when it lasted though. It was fun when it happened. It's also a good way for you to learn Japanese when you keep watching shows like these. It was good. I enjoyed it. It was fun. Variety shows. I don't watch a lot of variety shows. But I really like the chocolate one. Because I was also guessing the chocolate. As I watched them go through the place, I was also putting my bets on what is chocolate and what is not. It was fun. Yes. I feel like we're watching those again. I wonder what's the name called. And there's one where the room is tilted. Like the room is slanting. I think they have to find how to get out and the room is slanting. This is like Squid Game kind of a thing. Nowadays you see your dad watching Chinese drama and no! Not the Chinese drama! Not the friggin'... Those are rage baiters. You know, I gotta give it to them. They can rage bait you for 70 episodes. It's the same plot. And you... So what they do with this is that there's like a whole company that does these shorts. And it's like a whole company building. And in the building, there's different rooms with different scenes. Bedroom, living room, outside, outdoors, nighttime scene, you know? Fantasy setting, all kinds of rooms. Hospital rooms. And then they would give one script of the same thing. And they would give it to 4 sets of groups. And the 4 sets of group will use the same exact script to make drama. So when you watch enough, you'll notice that all of the hospitals looks the same. All of the bedrooms looks the same. All of their furniture looks the same. It's because it's all the same. They're all filmed in one big... It's like a giant farm. Content farming warehouse building. And the thing is, somehow their script, it's very trash. But it keeps you watching, because I think it's the fact that you feel very unjust. You know, we kind of all enjoy watching superheroes going undercover. Maybe it's because of the power trip. You know, like, oh, this person is obviously very powerful, but, you know, he's pretending not to be powerful, so you cannot wait until the day where he reveals that he's powerful, and then he makes all the people pay, and the look of their faces when they realize that the person they bully is more powerful than them. I feel like that's the dopamine that people like and want. It's that power trip. It's the reason why people like watching undercover stuff, anime characters who conceal their powers, where they're super powerful but they conceal their powers, you know, stuff like that. Same thing. It's the power trip that people want. It's the dopamine, like, damn, I cannot wait. That's why they can lengthen it to 70 episodes. Because you gotta watch until the end, when he finally reveals his real identity and leaves everybody in the room speechless. So you just watch like 70 episodes of it, and then when it gets to the end, it's so satisfying. And then you realize you watched so many episodes of it. There's so many of them all over my TikTok now. So many of them. And there's so many AIs too. Have you seen those AIs? I saw one today. That's on my feed. It's like, I am the dragon queen and I have to lay a dragon egg in 3 days so I can become the dragon the dragon mother. I have to become the dragon mother. And I need to find a mate and lay an egg in 3 days. But my husband was cheating on my sister and she had a black egg, so she swapped her black egg with my golden egg and and I was cast down into the dragon pit, and now I was given a second chance in life. So I will become like whatever. I didn't even watch it. I don't want to give AI views. I didn't even watch it. And then there's so many of them. There's even like BL is on my screen. Like my alpha, my obsessive alpha husband. What the hell? And it's just AI. Like they just take. Oh, I got baited into one the other day because I was on TikTok and I saw a fighting scene. It was like a donghua. It was like an anime fighting scene of two Morims, and I go, why have I never seen this before? I have never seen this anime before. And they were fighting. And I was like, oh, let me find out this anime. And I checked the comments and they go, guys, I think this is AI. And I went, are you kidding me? This is AI? I couldn't tell. Even the voice acting, I couldn't tell. Which I have a feeling that they generate AI and they hire real voice actors to voice act it. Because this one was in Chinese and their voice is way too good to be AI. That's why I didn't give a thought that it might be AI. But I was also terribly shocked because it's 3D and the 3D animation looks just like the normal Chinese 3D animation that we see. It looks so normal that I thought it was real. But then they say it's AI. No, they do not use the audio from somewhere. They hire voice actors because it has their names and stuff. It's not audio from somewhere. They hire voice actors to voice AI. Because it's impossible that it's AI. You can tell. You can tell if something is AI and something is not. It's the intonation to their voices and feelings and emotions. Emotions and voices is very hard to replicate through an AI because it'll sound a little bit modulated like it will sound a little bit robotish. So when I first watched it, I thought it was a new 3D animation coming on, but turns out that it was AI. There's no way people is hiring voice actor for AI. Oh, you'd be surprised. You would be surprised. I think a lot of Chinese ones hire AIs. But they're all over my feed now, so now I have to curate my new TikTok algorithm. I have to curate my entire TikTok algorithm so I don't have them anymore because they're always on my feed and I don't want to give them views. It's the fact that you have to pay for it. What do you mean you have to pay for it? I'd rather watch those Chinese slop dramas because at least those are real people, real acting instead of AI. There's multiple of them. And I get like tong sahur. You know, I get those fruit pregnant ones. Do you guys get those? Like they're fruits, and then they get pregnant. And then there's drama, fighting. I get so many of those. The fruit and the cats. The cats one where like one of them is a fat cat, and then the other cat is like leaves her for another cat who's richer and slimmer and prettier, and then the fat white cat dates a gym bro and then gains muscles, and they both become swole and famous. I don't even understand. Like, and it's the fact that you have to pay to watch them. You know, it's the fact that you have to pay money to watch them. Do you know that they're doing movie recaps for AI videos? You know those like 40 episode long AI videos? They're doing movie recaps for those. What? What kind of world are we living now? What kind? Look, that's so dystopian. That is so dystopian. The fact that you gatekeep, you paywall AI. What? That's crazy. Are you a real artist, man? Today I'm cleaning up my room to make space for Stanley. Oh, that's so cute, Tsukimi. Tsukimi, please take a photo after you're done. I don't get the point of recap, just watch a show. Recaps are for people without attention span. So recaps are generally for people who want to watch the movie but don't want to spend 2 hours to watch the movie. They like the movie and they're curious about the movie, but they don't like it so much that they want to spend 3 hours watching a movie. Plus recaps are mostly only 8 minutes, so it's like an 8-minute condensed recap of a 3-hour movie. So most people will just watch a movie recap. And it's also for people who are curious about the movie but don't really want to watch the movie. I mean, recaps has been there forever. They do recaps for animes too. So, yeah. You know, it's like when people watch the news and they go, "Can you give me the TLDR?" Same thing. Watching bad movies without knowing anything makes you appreciate good movies. Oh, I like spoilers, so I don't really mind getting spoiled. I think spoiler makes everything better. But it's also because I don't like suspense. So I want to know the plot. This is why whenever I watch a movie, I go to Wikipedia and I read the plot, and then I go, okay, I like this now. I know how it feels, and then I watch the movie. I am built that way. I get anxiety. I get anxious when I don't know who's gonna die and who's gonna win. And it kills me inside because I don't know. And I get so stressed out. I actually get really stressed out when I don't know, like, who's gonna live or who's gonna die. But that's the point with me. No, but I get stressed out, so I need to know. It makes the movie not enjoyable for me. I wanna know. It enhances my movie watching. I would whip out my phone to read the wiki for the entire movie. I mean, I did that for John Wick. When I watched John Wick, I googled if his dog died, and I googled if he died. On the third one, halfway in, I went to Wikipedia because I couldn't handle it any more longer, and I read the entire plot, and I go, okay. Still make the movie enjoyable though. But I do think it helped me become more immersive of the movie, because now I'm aware of the plot. So when I watch it, it gets more insightful, I guess. Every interaction becomes a bit more special because you know he's going to die. And this is his last interaction. Yeah, I like nothing wrong with that. Some people don't like it, and that's fine. But that's just me, because I like to read the plot. I don't like suspense. I cannot handle suspense. That's why I don't like horror movies. I don't like suspense. I like being spoiled. There are people that like being spoiled, and there's people that don't like being spoiled. So nobody is right and nobody is wrong. People are just different. Not everybody is the same. Yeah. When I watch an anime, I will read the manga so I know the plot. Yeah. Yippee! But sometimes people watch recaps to get into the movie. Some people, they watch an 8-minute recap and they go, hey, this movie is really interesting. You know what? I'll actually watch it. So there's always like a good and there's always a different one. Maybe wants to be spoiled. Hello, spoilers. Well, I always remember to give a spoiler warning, because there's a lot of people that don't like spoiler warnings. Like, a lot of people don't like spoilers. So, always important to put out spoiler warnings. So, yeah. Whew. I love spoilers. I like predictability. I like it when I can predict the plot. I like it when I know the ending. I think it makes my watching experience a little better. I love spoilers. My car looks cool with spoilers. Your car looks cool with spoilers? What does that mean? I like it when Wendy predicts things. Oh! What if somebody spoils the manga? Oh, I'm fine. I'm perfectly fine. I'm glad that you spoiled the manga for me. Then it just enhances my watching experience. I love all spoilers, so it doesn't really matter to me. The spoiler on the back of your car. What spoilers? I don't own a car, so I don't know what you're talking about. You can Google it. Has there been a series that you didn't want spoiled? Nope. Never. Not one. Car spoilers. You know what I do when I read manga? I go to the last chapter. When I first started manga, and I'm like 10 chapters in, and I'm dying to know who he ends up with, or I'm dying to know if his brother survived, or I'm dying to know if the protagonist ends up with the girl, or I'm like dying to know if the protagonist actually becomes king. I would go to the last 5 I would read the last 5 chapters. Or if the series is ongoing, I'll go to the latest chapter and I'll read that. So I get a spoiler. I do that with every single one of my mangas. Except for some certain romances, I don't do that. But like for a lot of stuff, I'll go halfway. I wouldn't go to the end. I will go halfway. And sort of see if this plot is going well. Romances I normally don't, because I know they're gonna end up together, but for certain harems maybe I might, but I don't. Sometimes I don't, sometimes I do. But like normally when it comes to isekai harem, I would fast forward to see who he ends up with. What if the main girl gets brain transplant, she changes name? Well, I mean, it's not like I would watch it. So at least I know something. Because I'm not going to read 50 chapters and die inside to know if he wins the tournament or not. I'll just go through the end. See if it makes it. If he makes it, it makes me so happy. So whenever I go back and read the earlier chapters and start from there, I know that he's going to win, and somehow it makes me so happy to see him work so hard because I know that he can win. So the spoilers enhance my reading experience. Yeah. That's what I do for a lot of mangas. I would read to know what's happening to the latest chapter, so at least I don't suffer as much. The foreknowledge. I like the foreknowledge, yeah. What about when you catch up to the newest chapter? What do you mean? You mean like if the show is ongoing? I would just go to the newest chapter and then I'll read like 2 chapters. I'll read like 2 chapters from there, and then I'll go back to reading where I left off. And then when I'm caught up to the latest chapter and it's ongoing, I will let it marinate for a few months. Cause there's no choice. There's nothing I can do. I would normally read the light novel, but if there's no light novel, there's nothing I can do. So I would just let it cook for like 6 months, and then I'll just read other stuff. Yeah. And then I come back 6 months later because I think reading 1 chapter by 1 chapter is... I hate cliffhangers. I get rage bait by cliffhangers. Unless it's one of my few favorites. If it's one of my few favorites, that I'm currently following, then I don't mind just reading them one chapter by one chapter. Yeah. Would you spoil it if it was light novel? I would. I would. Oh, that's what I did with ReZero. I couldn't handle the suspense, so I went to read like so many I went to like read halfway through, and then I went to read further in, and I'm like, okay. I'm a little confused, but it sounds like Subaru is still Subaru, so let me just continue. What are your favorites? Too many. Can't say. Need a separate stream. But right now I'm reading a lot of manhwas. I know suspense is good. Not good for me. Me no likey suspense. Suspense is not for me. I've been watching episode by episode when I start will be weird. It really depends. I do not do those for slice of life shows, because you don't really need to know the ending of a slice of life show. But for like maybe an isekai, you kind of want to know what happened. There's that curiosity, you know, to know if they made it or not, if the gang is still the gang in the future. Yeah, but for certain romance show, you know they're gonna end up together, so it's not really. Or like when you're watching a romance manga and you're like 30 chapters in and all they do is fight, and now you're anxious to know if they actually end up together. I would go to and read the latest 2 chapters. And if I see that they're still fighting and there's no progress, I would leave that manga to marinate. I wouldn't continue. I would let it marinate for like 6 more months, and then I'll come back. Because I don't want to be race baited for 60 chapters. So that's something I normally would do. Let it marinate so I don't get cliffhangers. I think every manga reader here would understand the frustration of finding a manga that you absolutely love, and you spend the entire night reading it, and you're reading it halfway and you get to the good part and you're reading it, and then suddenly it goes, oh, there's no more chapters anymore, you've read the latest chapter. But I just spent a whole morning reading this. So yeah, I will just let it marinate. It's a smarter stat. You don't waste your time. You move on and you read other mangas. Efficiency is key. I'll just let it marinate for like 6 months, and then I'll come back 6 months later. But I sometimes forget about it, and then I come back like a year later, and there's like 70 more chapters, so I'm pretty happy. I don't marinate my favorite mangas though. For my favorite mangas, I just read them. Hello Anonymous, thank you for the tippy. Do you read age gap romance manga? Yeah, I do. I like age gap romances. I think they're pretty nice. Is this supposed to be a bait question? Are you trying to bait something from me? I I love age gap, by the way. Age gap for the win. So I don't know. I don't know what responses you want out of me, but I read a lot of age gap. I think they're nice. I think age gap is really nice. Yeah. I read older male, younger female. I also read older female, younger male. I think they're pretty cute. Income gap, what? Income gap, what? I love age gap. I don't know. I like forbidden love, cause I think it's endearing to see two people that is normally societally not accepted fall in love. You know? That's pretty nice. Income gap would be like your typical girl marries CEO husband in a contract kind. Have you watched After the Rain? I did, and I recommended After the Rain to a lot of you guys. I recommended yeah, I recommended that show for you guys, cause it's really, really good. And there's like so much more of those. How forbidden? Oh, forbidden love. When two societally not accepted people fall in love, it's pretty endearing and sweet. Yeah. Yeah. So I pretty like income gap is so funny. Income gap is like unemployed girl marries dominant alpha CEO. in a marriage or rich girls poor CEO, rich villainess from a rich family marries a convenience store guy. Or like, I don't know, too many villains. A lot of those like rich, I don't know, it's always role reversal. Poor girl marries rich guy. Poor girl marries rich CEO. Or poor guy marries rich CEO wife. Yeah. A bit of escapism. Nothing wrong with escapism. Nothing wrong with escapism. Nothing wrong with having a little fantasy. We all like to self-insert. Wouldn't it be nice? Wouldn't it be nice? Do women really like these scenarios? I don't know. Do you like these scenarios? Do you like these scenarios? You have to respect their likes too, you know? No judgy. Everybody have their different likes. Seems boring to me. Well, boring to you, but not boring to other people. It's other people's fantasies. Anything for you to escape, you know? Escapism. Anything to escape. I think it's a big part is escape, is to escape. But the rich... Yeah, but some people like to escape reality. Why do you have to make it so close to real life, you know? You're supposed to self-insert and escape reality. So make it as far-fetched as possible. Because it's not real, it's a dream. It's a fantasy. So why do you gotta make it relatable and realistic when the main target audience is for you to escape reality and self-insert into something that's very ridiculous and probably so cringe but never gonna happen, but like that's the whole point, is to escape reality. Bro, it's not everybody's cup of tea anyways. It's not everybody's cup of tea, but we should never shame other people who like those. Yeah. It's like people who complain about isekai when they say, "Oh, I don't understand why people read isekai." Like, you gotta understand, the reason why isekai is popular is because people are depressed and sick of their jobs. Every day, the constant going to the same job, burdened by their family, burdened by their parents, burdened by their boss. So, you know, what's a little isekai to help them lighten up? To lighten up themselves and to imagine what it's like to be a super overpowered person and have many friends and don't think about work, just adventures. You know, it's popular for a reason. But a lot of people like to shame people for watching isekai. They're like, I don't understand why is there always isekai. Like, they're like, to escape reality. They're like, oh, what do you mean escape reality? That's so dumb. Yeah, you know, those people are just mean. Arigatou membaku kimi. That's just mean. Everybody wished... I don't know. I'm starting to lag out. Everybody... I think everybody deserves a little break sometimes. And I think there's nothing wrong wanting to fantasize. We all read fanfictions, we all read mangas, we all watch movies, we all... The coolest isekai's Vision of Escaflowne. You should look it up. I recommend a Vision of Escaflowne for everyone. It's in my anime recommended list. It's great. Thank you, Karshiro Tim. It's very pretty too. Vision of Escaflowne. Yeah, it's good. I recommended it to you guys before. One of the earlier animes. Yeah. That was good. They have to was a really good show. I think I really like that, I like the main protagonist. He was nice. Yeah, he was nice, the main protagonist. The vision was also really nice too. Van, I liked Van. Van. Oh, I also liked Alan. What's his last name? Shazar Allen. Yeah, it's pretty nice. And then I like Merla. The cat girl. Just cute. It was cute. I love that show. A really old one. I miss the aesthetic. There's many different Esclafon. There's the movie, and then there's the series, light novel, even the manga. There's a few of them. Yeah. Does Wemi know Vietnamese? No, I only know Xin Chào. I know Xin Chào and come on. That's the only know. Hello and thank you. That's the only thing I know. Yeah, so I only know the bad words. Of course, you only know the bad words. It's the easiest for people to remember. Yeah, because I have a few Vietnamese viewers. You know? So I gotta learn some basic one. Xin chào. Cảm ơn. I'm sleepy now. I think my medicine is kicking in. For next week, I am thinking of... For next week's schedule, I am thinking... I'll probably not stream tomorrow. I don't know. I'll probably take a rest tomorrow. And then... I wanna... I wanna play Forza. So I'm gonna buy the game so I can play a football. And I'll think about the schedule, and then we'll do anime talk, and then we'll do karaoke. I should vocally be able to recover. I recorded my deadline. It's already yippee! So, I don't have any more deadlines. Just a bunch of meetings. Oh, secret alias meetings. But I will get the schedule already, but probably won't stream tomorrow. Just so I can recover my meeting. I can recover. And then I'll see you next week. I mean, next week anyways. Thank you for the super chat, the book meet. So I'm sorry I had to cancel a bunch of streams this week. Even I don't know how I got a virus infection. I think it must be because I've been going out for physiotherapy. And going out, somebody probably gave it to me. You know, my immune system is poo-poo. It's always like a gotcha, you know. I'm used to getting sick anyways. I'm very, very used to constantly getting sick, but it's just very annoying. And this might be in the air or something. But I've been resting a lot and I've been sleeping a lot because I take the medicine and it makes me sleepy. My voice is okay. Just hurts a little bit when I swallow. But I guess it's just a fever. I'm gonna take it easy tomorrow. But happy Father's Day, guys! But I can't seem to sleep in longer intervals. Whenever I sleep, I wake up every 3 hours. For some reason, I just can't sleep 7 hours in a shot. I always end up sleeping for 3 hours and then I wake up. I'm not sure why, but I'm not sure why. I used to be able to sleep for really long, but now I just sleep and then I wake up and then I go back to sleep and then I wake up and then I go back to sleep. Do you feel overheated when you wake up? Yeah! I feel like an oven! Like, I can feel like my forehead is hot, my eyes are hot, my cheeks are hot. Oh no, man. I don't know. And then I go back to sleep. And then I wake up 3 hours later. I don't know. Isn't hot flashes for a woman with menopause? I don't even know what hot flashes even mean. I just know it's for a woman with menopause. I don't know what it means. I just know they have hot flashes. I don't know. Oh, my head hurts. I'm gonna go to sleep. Oh, I'm gonna go to sleep, guys. Thank you so much for coming, and happy Father's Day. And I hope you get a good rest. And I hope you get a good sleep. And I hope you have a good rest of your day. Yippee! Mwah. Good night, everyone. Have a good rest of the day. And have a good rest of the night. Yippee!